G'day guys, this is Wayne Bragg again. I'm making a few videos with this beautiful backdrop that I'm in. I'm actually out here at a little town called Mowra, and this is the local river system in behind me, and I'm just enjoying making videos here today. It's a beautiful bit of breeze. And so today's topic, what are we going to talk about today? What I'd like to talk about today is energy of food, of the food we eat, and how that can affect our emotions and our body. Alright, everything in nature has a vibration, a frequency and an energy about it. And most things actually have light source as being that form of energy. It's not all about light, but most things that we see, organic things that we have on this planet, all has a form of light energy in it. And that light moves and as a frequency. So even something that appears quite dense to us, if we magnify it enough with a microscope, we'll actually see the atoms and those light particles actually moving within that dense object. As a human, we're made up with quite a lot of water, and as you may already know, water is an incredible molecule that is a living thing, and it has the ability to change its structure by the type of frequency and energy that it is actually exposed to. And it can take on memory and energy of certain things that it is exposed to. And for it to then change back that structure into something different, it needs to be exposed to a different type of frequency or energy, if that makes sense. So a lot of the food that we eat has water in it, so that has a frequency and an energy and a vibration, and it also has the light makeup, the light particles of it. I believe fruit being some of the highest frequency vibrating food on the planet, and I eat a lot of fruit and I absolutely love it, and I find it doesn't affect my weight and make me fat like a lot of people say these days. It's got too much sugar in it. I know that the fructose sugar is very beneficial for my body, and I've actually done other videos there explaining how that works. But when we look at the frequency side of fruit, it's at quite a high vibration. So I don't know if you believe in karma, and I just don't want to get all religious on you or anything like that. But when we look at something like karmic debt, if you went out and you physically kill an animal in order for that animal has to then give its life in order to feed you, there is some sort of karmic debt there. I don't know exactly how it works, but there is a karma blowback that actually comes your way from taking the life of another creature in order to support you. Where fruit's concerned, fruit has no karmic debt. It is given freely by the tree. The tree deliberately creates a fruit of a nice pretty colour. It has the fruit hanging at a certain height where we can pick it or grab it, or sometimes we need to climb that tree. But that fruit is given freely from that plant, and it says, take my fruit and take the seed and disperse the seed away from here. Okay, so that's how that tree then can proliferate it and produce more of the same tree on another area. There's no karmic debt from that food as fruit. Vegetables and plants, you've physically got to cut them, you've got to rip them up, you've got to take them out by the roots or whatever you need to do. There is a small amount of karmic debt there. The plants actually have protective hormones and different things in that, like oxalates and different hormones that certain creatures will not eat too much of the one type of plant, so that plant would then be wiped out. And so these chemicals build up within the creatures and the organisms, especially like your herbivores and stuff, and then they won't eat any more of that plant for a while, they say. So the grasses and things like that the big animals, all the herbivore animals eat, they don't have oxalates in them, and they can eat those grasses every day in, every day out. And the seeds don't digest properly. They go through the digestive system, come out in the poo, and those grasses then can continue to multiply after that. And that's how our grazing does. Vegetables don't have that mechanism, and they can't run away, so they have the oxalates, which will build up in most herbivore animals, and they'll only eat a small amount of it. They know they've had enough, and they'll move on. As humans, we don't know that. Okay, we haven't realised that. We think that we can eat kale every single day of the week, and we can, but there is always blowback, right, when we have some of those other foods. There's blowback when we eat too much meat, there's blowback when we eat too many vegetables, there's no blowback when we eat fruit. All right, so I'm just sort of saying this to give you guys a bit of information. You can do what you want with it. You can eat whatever types of food you want, and you can think, well, I'm just a bit crazy about thinking about blowback from eating an animal, but it's true, it does happen. If you think about how you feel energetically when you eat the flesh of another animal, then you can make up your own mind whether that's the way you want to feel energetically or not. Okay, but there will be some sort of blowback, whether that comes out in the body as inflammation or stiffness or pain of some sort, you know, different things like that. I'm starting to rattle, so I'll probably finish this video now. Energetically, I hope that you work out what is best for you. I strongly believe in a more high fruit diet, and a diet leaning more on the vegetarian side of things. Sustainably, it's much better for us as a collective humanity, with the cost of what you know, animal flesh products are costing our society, and the processing and methane gases, and if you go into it all, there's a lot in it. This is not to persuade you in any different direction. It's pretty much just to maybe spark something on you that just gives you the information to maybe look outside the box a little bit. That's all it is. Okay, but if you do decide to eat any particular types of foods, there's other videos that I've made there that'll actually help you tailor make it in a way that you get a minimum amount of blowback possible, so you can still maintain a high level of health. This is Wayne Bragg signing out for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be well, and we'll talk again soon. See you guys.